You've tuned in to the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
You realize what you've done?
With Rich Liebig.
A real gangster plays his cards, right?
And Michael Costanzo.
What was that you just read?
Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news.
Good times, noodle salad.
The point is, you now have the ability to be happy.
And now, here's Rich and Mike on the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
Woo! Yeah! How you guys doing?
What's up, everybody?
It is time for this week's episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. We've got sports, we've got entertainment, we've got odd news, all in this meal for your mind. That is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us on another interesting journey through the news headlines that we had the past week and whatever else we happen to get to in this hour-long or so podcast. Come along. Here we go. Load up. Here we go. I'm a little bit joyous today, I feel like.
Okay.
We finally
you got the joy down in your heart?
Yes. We finally had a break in the middle of this horrible summer heat wave that's been July and August.
Oh, yeah.
This week in Philadelphia, it's been like 70s. It's been perfect.
Why is it cooler in August than it was in July? I feel like it's usually flip-flopped, no?
Well, no. July is usually the hottest. I feel like July is like the slap in the face. That's like the...
See, I always seem to remember August being the hottest. Maybe I'm misremembering, though.
But I do feel like either at the end of August or September, we'll get like one more smack of summer. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You think fall's here? No.
It will be brutally hot in September, just to remind us that we are not yet out of it.
Right. So I'm definitely taking this week with a grain of salt, but I am enjoying it while it lasts as well.
Nice.
So I've been happy with that. But other than that, with the Philadelphia weather report, Mikey, how you doing? Any personal news to talk about before we get into actual headlines?
Gosh, I've been so busy recently. I was just thinking as we were starting the show, like, what actually did I do this past week?
What'd you do?
It's starting to become a blur. We're gearing up for the home stretch of wedding planning stuff.
Yeah.
And
you're finally getting married. Remember that?
I'm finally getting married. I know it's been a long engagement. That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
But we're finally getting to the tail end of it. So the planning is really ramping up like every other day. It's, something else going on. In the middle of that, we also decided, why not start looking for houses? So, because one thing wasn't enough.
Yeah.
So we're doing both of those
Keep
things.
going.
And then it's like, oh, wait, that's right. Jobs and podcasts and all this other stuff. So I've just been, as they say in the corporate world, head down in the work recently. But I did watch The Nun. So that's something.
Yeah.
That's something that I did.
There you go.
It wasn't very good. It wasn't even scary.
So that wasn't
I didn't know. I didn't do any of that.
No screaming for Mike.
No, I thought I was going to be really scared because it was like all like religious and possession and like, it's supposed to be part of the Conjuring universe. So very.
She's not a Christian.
No, they weren't.
No.
Honestly, I fell asleep at the end. It was boring enough for me to fall asleep. I don't know if I don't know because I usually hate scary movies.
Yeah, I'm surprised this would be the one you would take for a spin.
No, I fell asleep.
I'm surprised at that.
Yeah. I was surprised too. I was like, oh, it's going to be spooky. And I was like waiting the whole time like, okay, where's
the spook?
Where's the scary? Where's the spook? Yeah. Just didn't happen.
So
but,
did you watch the Conjuring? Because that's part of the Conjuring universe.
I did watch the first Conjuring. That was pretty frightening.
Yeah.
The first Conjuring was pretty
That's
frightening.
a good movie.
We were talking during dinner. The thing that does it for me is like a good slow burn or slow build up. So if anybody's watched The Haunting of Hill House, they have this episode that's all done in one continuous shot. And the camera just moves so slowly and it's the anticipation that gets me. It's like, what's around that corner? Like, you wish the camera would like focus in on something, but it's just like just outside of your vision. And like, that's the stuff that really gets me. And The Nun just didn't do any of that. It just like, it didn't allow suspense to build correctly, in my opinion. in a lot of the scenes. So yeah, just didn't do it for me.
So suck
Yeah.
on that, none.
Take that.
Yeah.
But that's what I was getting up to. What have you been getting up to?
So this past weekend, Rachel and I got lucky. We were able to go to the preseason game on Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's fun.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure when you can go down to the
Oh,
South
man.
Philly Sports Complex.
It's such a good time.
Yeah. We got there early because with the way traffic is, and now that SEPTA's cutting back lines,
Don't get me started.
yeah, if you have a ticket to any sort of event down in South Philly,
Head out the night before.
almost you gotta go. You gotta plan to get there hours before.
That's insane.
Yeah, just car traffic is bedlam.
That's insane.
So-
That's very disappointing to hear that it's gotten that bad. But
Yeah.
how was the actual experience of the game and the stadium itself?
Oh,
though?
well, that part's great.
Yeah.
So we got there early. We went to Xfinity Live. We had lunch because it was a 1:00 kickoff.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, we got lunch at Xfinity Live, and yeah, we walked over, and yeah, I love the fact that we have Lincoln Financial Field and Citizens Bank Ballpark. They're just two of the best stadiums
They
I
are.
feel like that you can get for
They
your
are.
money's worth. They're just well thought out. They've got a lot. There's not a bad seat in the house for
Yeah.
either of those two stadiums. Every seat is very good. There's no blockage. There's no everything is pretty good in terms of that. And yeah, it's just fun to be there with your fellow Philly fans down there and enjoy the spectacle and be a part of the game as it happens in real time. I will say, next to me though, there were two people directly from Cleveland
Oh boy.
because the
Okay.
Eagles were facing the Browns.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are the odds of that? Two people directly coming from Cleveland to see the preseason game.
That's quite a trek for a preseason game.
Yeah,
Those guys were diehards, though.
they were. And I gave it to them. I was like, so which of the 6 quarterbacks do you support?
And which ones do they support?
They said Flacco and Dylan Gabriel.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, at least you got your answer.
there we have the inside scoop on the Browns quarterback room.
Yep. And they both did acknowledge too that they hated the Deshaun Watson signing, and
Oh yeah.
they feel like
I don't think anybody liked that except for Watson.
and the Browns,
Yeah.
because somebody had to sign that paycheck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they at least from the couple that was sitting next to me, they told me that most of Cleveland hated that decision, and they wish that they could go back and shake the owner, just be like, "Stop it! Don't do that."
Well, it's good to know the fans don't like it either.
Yeah,
It really was just the Browns organization being very Browns-like.
right. It was the Browns doing a Browns thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so that was good. Got to, get a little wag the flag, in front of me, like, hey,
Yeah.
stop having 6 quarterbacks on your roster. How about start there?
That would be a good first start.
Yeah. I did notice though they did not have the second Super Bowl
Boo.
flag up because obviously it's
They
going up,
yeah, they want to do the whole big ceremony thing. Yeah.
but it's gonna be so sweet against Dallas.
Oh,
Like,
it's gonna be perfect.
Rub it in that
Oh,
stupid
so good.
star face. Just 2 Super Bowls.
God, it just makes me so happy to know that in the 30 years since their last win, we've been to the Super Bowl 4 times and won 2 of them.
I want me some glory hole.
Well, we got the glory holes.
Yep.
Sorry, Jerry.
I want me some glory hole.
No glory hole for old Jerry.
No. So that will be sweet to see in what, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks? It's coming up fast.
It is. It really is. It feels
Yeah.
like just yesterday we were talking about the Super Bowl win, which,
Yeah.
by the way, again, we have to say it every week, the Eagles are the Super Bowl champions.
Woo! Yeah. Suck on that.
Yep. Bears repeating
Yep. Get to say that all season long.
all season long. Doesn't
The
matter how.
reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champions.
And it doesn't even matter what our record is
Nope.
because we'll be able to hold that all year long until the next winner.
Yep.
So
I pulled a wrestling move. That was Paul Heyman. Who would say
it was
that.
it was a good wrestling. It sounded like a good announcer shtick. Yeah.
Right, yeah. He had those 3 words. The reigning, defending, undisputed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we are undisputed until
Yeah.
the next Super Bowl.
Right. I swear to God, if we have a boring Super Bowl, I'm invoking wrestling rules because that happened. See, you don't even remember this. The year after the Eagles won the Super Bowl was that boring Patriots-Rams game.
Yeah, that's the one that everybody blocks out.
Yeah,
because
it was
totally,
so boring.
Yeah.
The final score was like 13-3, and it was like 3-0 going into the late third quarter. It was horrible. It was one of the worst Super Bowl games I think we could ever have imagined.
Do you think that's like a cosmic rebalancing? Like when the Eagles make it to a Super Bowl, the universe has to recalibrate and like punish everyone by having a bad Super Bowl the year after?
If we have another one in 2026, I'm going to be livid. I'm going to say the Eagles are still Super Bowl champions just by virtue of they didn't get knocked out directly.
Okay. Fair enough. I like it.
Yeah.
Isn't that a wrestling thing?
Right.
If you don't actually fight the guy who has the belt, you can't have
Right.
the belt.
Exactly.
So if we're not in the Super Bowl, we're still the Super Bowl champions.
And yeah, and
I like that logic.
And neither of the two do anything. It's like a win by disqualification.
I like it.
The title does not change hands on a DQ.
I like it. We can just stay Super Bowl champions forever.
Yes. If there's another boring Super Bowl.
The last and greatest will be us.
Take that, other teams.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're already jumping into sports. Should we just launch straight into it then?
Yeah, let's get into
Yeah,
it.
we jumped the gun. So let's officially announce the first batch of topics. It is time for the sports sampler.
So you're not good at sports. It's a very small part of life.
Sports. In your face. Ha ha!
There you go. Officially sports sampler time. And we're talking football, so let's jump into football topics.
Yeah, so there's a few updates to get to. Some big name NFL holdouts / trade requesters. We have some updates on some of these guys. The big one, though, right off the top here, Cincinnati Bengals star defensive end Trey Hendrickson is now in a situation where the Bengals are actively listening to trade offers.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
This really devolved fast.
Yeah, because it seemed like they were working on something. They were hoping to come to some sort of agreement. Then all of a sudden, you have the holdout. Then you have the trade request. Now the Bengals are like, sure, let's hear it. They are asking for a pretty steep price. So they're looking for a young defensive player plus a 2026 first-round pick.
Oh, good for you.
So
Yeah.
expensive because
Good luck.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be tough to get. You have to assume when they say young defensive player, they mean a young up and comer, not a 7th rounder.
Yeah, that's technically a young defensive player.
They're like, here you go. They're like, that's a practice squad player. Like, well, you said young defensive player.
Yeah, what do you want from me?
We just packaged together like 5 defensive practice squad members.
I
And
didn't get you 1. I got you 5 young defensive players.
right, the one you asked for, the other 4 make up like almost a first-round pick.
Yeah, there
One
you
Trey
go.
Hendrickson, please.
Thank you.
I mean, what do you think about this? Should the Bengals, strike now, take a trade if they get the right compensation?
Well, I mean, look, that's the whole big asterisk. If you get the right compensation, I mean, look, if somebody comes to you and gives you another defensive star and a first-round pick, you should. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think knowing that the Bengals are in this far disarray with Hendrickson, they're not going to get this because the Otis is going to be on the Bengals to get rid of him.
Yeah, like if I'm a GM, I'm calling around, I'm finding out what other people are doing, but also I know that the longer we head towards the regular season and potentially into the regular season, that price is going to come down.
Oh yeah,
because as soon as you hit week 1 and he's not in uniform, all of a sudden it goes from young defensive player and a first-round pick to young defensive player and maybe second, And as the weeks go on, like, just give us whatever.
4th round pick, 5th round. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to fall. So, no, the Bengals' best course of action is to try and salvage this. You got to try and get Trey Hendrickson back.
I don't know if they have any money. After all the big signings they had?
Well, boy. Yeah. Blowing it on 2 wide receivers and Joe Burrow, good luck with that because Joe Burrow almost got smoked in the one preseason game that he played.
Yeah. They were playing their starters.
Joe Burrow's going to be running for his life.
Yeah.
He has no offensive line. Good luck.
It's a shame they have so much talent in like their
outside.
Yeah, their skills positions and just nothing to allow one of the best quarterbacks to actually throw the ball. It's crazy.
Yeah. You know, he was still I think he was still the league passing yards leader last year.
He's phenomenal. He just needs something that's not a sieve as an offensive line.
Yeah. Help.
Try drafting offensive linemen.
The Bengals are going to like lose games by like 56-35. It's going to be like one of those type of teams.
One of like the classic Peyton Manning Colts teams
Yeah.
where they're just like, all right, we're just going to have one player and his name is Peyton Manning.
Good luck.
They would regularly put up like 40, 50 points and like lose.
Yeah. Or
Insane.
the Saints, Drew Brees.
Yep, Drew Brees and the Saints, yep.
Yeah. They would lose like 56-49.
It's
bingo numbers.
It's a team. But it's a team effort. You can't be playing bingo.
Nope.
In a sport like this.
Good luck, Cincinnati.
Yeah. Do you see any teams potentially making a move here? It would have to be like a lower seeded playoff team that is trying to make a jump, right?
Yeah.
I don't see like somebody like the Eagles, somebody like the Lions. Like they're not going to go out and try and make a big splash here. I don't think. Or do you think maybe?
I don't know. Maybe like you have a team like the Lions that are desperate. I mean, the Lions are desperate for a playoff win, especially after the way last season ended.
You think they can make a big splash play here?
I think that wouldn't be out of the question. I just don't know if they'd be willing to trade somebody that, the young defensive player. I don't know if they'd be willing to trade for it.
I almost feel like it's more likely that one of the lower tier teams is willing to do it because they're looking for something to like give them that missing piece. I feel like a lot of those top seeded teams, they feel like they have most of the pieces. They don't want to upset the balance too much. But I mean, it could be that one guy that pushes them over the edge as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We don't know.
We'll keep an eye on it. I think that asking price is going to drop pretty quickly.
I think so too. They're not getting that.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. But moving on to the next guy here, staying in the AFC North, though, that whole division's got a whole host of problems.
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh, the Steelers' defensive tackle Cameron Hayward, he is holding out as well. Veteran players on the team like Darius Slay and I forget the other defensive back that spoke up, talking to and urging team ownership to get a deal done with Hayward. But here's the problem. This is the second offseason in a row that he's sat out practices to get a new deal. Last year got him a 3-year deal. What is he shooting for now? He's 36. He wants another new deal. I might be siding with the ownership here. I might be like, listen, you can't hold out for a new deal every single year.
Right. That's not how this works.
Especially at 36. What's your read on this situation?
No, yeah, it's ridiculous. He already has a contract.
He has a contract that he just signed. And yes, he is a phenomenal talent, but also phenomenal talent at 36 who just got a new deal.
Yeah. Like, this is kind of it. This is the last deal, kind of. You don't usually see it go past 40.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess maybe he wants to restructure, maybe more guaranteed money or something, to move some of the salary up into the current playing year. But it seems like, again, another messy situation. He's technically what's considered holding in. He's attending practices. He's part of the team, but he's, probably not going to play if a new deal doesn't get done. Next up, we have Washington Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, still requesting a trade. No movement on negotiations.
This is weird, too, because
this is lingering.
Washington also activated him off of the inactive player list.
Yeah.
So they believe he's coming back. I don't know. I mean, for young Terry, he wants that big contract. This is his time to strike.
Yeah, I mean, he's right there where this could be his last big deal. He is turning 30. So, he's looking for one last long guaranteed contract that he could conceivably finish out his career with, right? This is a chance for him to get that. Washington would be silly not to do it. He doesn't have as much wear and tear on him as other receivers, even though he's getting up there in age. I was reading about it. He didn't play as much early in his career, so there's not as much mileage. And he's really one of the favorite targets for Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Why would you want to jeopardize that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was a star last year with Daniels under center.
I think he was second in touchdowns, receiving touchdowns, something like that.
This seems like, yeah, you don't want to mess up the chemistry, but here goes Washington. All right.
Leave it to Washington. Well, if there's another team that loves to mess things up, isn't that funny? It's all AFC North and NFC East because we're heading down to Dallas to check in with the Cowboys.
I want me some glory hole.
Yeah, well, definitely not getting glory hole with this one either because Micah Parsons and the Cowboys organization are at a point where things are getting personal. The latest report from Adam Schefter says that negotiations have gotten personal and that there have been no negotiation talks since April.
Oh, good for you.
Now, for those of you keeping track, that was 4 months ago.
Yeah.
This is I think this might be the worst situation of the four.
I don't know. Because,
You don't think so?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad, but I don't know. I don't think Dallas really. Do you think Dallas has actual Super Bowl besides the jerk Cowboys fans that think every year they're going to go to the Super Bowl? Do you really think the Cowboys thought that this is going to be a Super Bowl year?
I actually do think they think that.
Okay.
I mean, consider, okay, I know we both don't like Dallas and the players. Dak Prescott is a decent quarterback. They have good skill position players. They have a functioning defense. Micah Parsons is a big reason why that defense has any kind of merit. And they can certainly make a push to be a playoff team. If Micah Parsons doesn't suit up, that hope goes out the window.
See, I think the Cowboys at best are like a 9-8 team right now.
You don't think they could push for the playoffs?
Maybe, but if they are, they're going to be like a 7th seed and they're going to get knocked out.
But I guess from their view,
But, I don't know. Maybe they. I guess if you think that they're a playoff team, then it is possibly the worst situation. To me, the worst is Terry McLaurin. That's the situation. If I was a Washington executive, I would say we need to get this done now. Washington, this might be their window to strike. They have a great young team. You could see the potential with Daniels making a run all the way to the championship game.
Yep.
And you want to jeopardize his favorite target with Terry. To me, that's the worst situation here. Because if they lose Terry McLaurin, then the Washington's back to where they were 2 years ago, back in the basement.
That's true. Washington definitely did have a better season last year, and I think right now their ceiling is a little bit higher. I guess it all comes down to how you weigh Terry McLaurin and his value with the Commanders versus Micah Parsons and his value with the Cowboys. Because Micah Parsons is a multiple-time Pro Bowler and All-Pro. He is undoubtedly a top 5 at his position. Top 3, maybe. Terry McLaurin is really good, but I don't know if he's maybe hovering at the bottom, in the 10 to 15 range of his position. They could conceivably make a trade or find somebody else to maybe fill that role, but
what with Terry gone? I don't know. I think another thing too, if Terry's gone, your number one option then is a busted up Deebo Samuel. I don't know.
Zach Ertz.
Busted up Zach Ertz. I'm sorry.
He did all right last year. He
did all right.
He had a little bit of a resurgence.
Did all right. And that was with
well, that was with McLaurin.
To me, if something happens to Terry, and they don't have, and you're not getting another stud back, I think that whole offense falls apart, and then Washington's back in the basement.
I think the problem is that Micah Parsons is a cornerstone player. Yes, right now McLaurin is more valuable, but they could conceivably tag him and force him to play under the tag for this next year to try and get to the Super Bowl. But Parsons is one of those players that you build a defense on. And he's still young. He's still in his 20s.
True.
This is his final year of his rookie deal. That's insanity.
Yeah, and Dallas just throwing him away.
That's
what it seems like.
I just don't understand. All 4 of these situations are very confusing to me for very different reasons.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that be great if both of our major division rivals just roll into season one missing like big superstar players? I mean,
unfortunately for Washington, that doesn't help us directly because we faced them twice in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. But Dallas without Micah Parsons
By the way,
week one.
I want that. Can we? Mr. Schedulers, I don't know, whoever does the scheduling for the NFL.
They did it intentionally. It's annoying, but you know why?
I think that needs to be a new rule. I don't like facing your division opponent twice in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
that's weird. I don't like that.
That's happened a handful of times the past few years. There needs to be
spread that out.
You need to have at least 2 weeks between.
At minimum. Yeah, that's weird. I don't like it.
I mean,
change that, schedulers.
Why just make them back to back at that rate? Why bother playing Buffalo when you can just stay in Washington?
Yeah.
You know?
So, I don't know. Just minor complaint, you schedulers out there. I don't like it.
I agree.
Change it.
It is a problem.
Anyway,
so
yeah.
Any final thoughts on those 4 holdouts / trade requests? A lot of big names on this list that might not be suiting up for their teams week one.
It'll be very interesting to see if these 4 players don't make it on the field. Could be a whole different way to view the season.
How many of them you think the Eagles are getting?
No.
Howie, work your magic. Let's do it.
You know who I think is going to be very active in these 4 players?
Who?
The Patriots.
That is a team that I've seen mentioned a few times.
They have $60 million in cap space.
Yeah.
Just do it.
If
here you go.
If they have the guts to give up the draft capital,
yeah, just do it.
They could get 2 of these guys.
Yeah, why not?
Go get a receiver and a defensive end. Just do it. Do it. They
get 2 defensive ends. Rebuild your defensive line.
They should at least be able to land Trey Hendrickson, because I don't know if Dallas is going to entertain trade offers, but if the Bengals are listening, why not?
Yeah, why not? So keep an eye on the Patriots. I think that's a prime trading partner.
That division is a little shaky too.
Yeah.
I think
other than Buffalo.
Yeah. And even Buffalo's been showing signs of weakness the past couple of seasons. I feel like they're not the slam dunk that they once were.
Nah, I mean,
the defense has lost a step.
In terms of like playoff games, sure, but the season, they'll be fine. They're going to win that. They're going to win that division blindfolded.
I mean, they will win that division definitely, but I don't know. That defense took a step back a little bit, and they lost a lot of skill position players. Like, who are their wide receivers?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'm not saying that the Jets are going to come out of nowhere and win the division, but
no.
I could see if the Patriots make some moves, maybe they could surprise and win one.
Vrabel too, his first year as head coach.
They could
Vrabel effect.
Hey, any given Sunday they could surprise and steal a game, against the Bills. All I'm saying is if they make the right moves.
Speaking of Vrabel, did you see there's footage of him actually getting into it with his players? He ran out on the middle of the practice field and he's like, "No, hit me. This is how you're going to do it." I love coaches that are like that.
I think players really respond to that as well.
Yeah.
They probably love that. They will play hard for Vrabel.
Yeah.
They definitely will.
It's one thing when a coach is yelling at you from the sideline. It's another thing when the coach is actually yelling at you on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why players in Philadelphia love Sirianni.
Yeah,
because he's kind of got that that fire, that kind of
he'll go on run on the field. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All
anyway,
right.
So we'll see. Keep an eye on all that.
Speaking of that fire,
oh boy,
here we go. We're going the other way. This might be a fire that you don't want because we're talking baseball in this second part of the Sports Sampler, and that is because Commissioner Rob Manfred had a little bit of an interview here in which he teased some news about expansion and realignment of the teams. And this has definitely stirred up the anger of baseball purists and baseball fans all over the nation here.
Oh, good for you.
Let's break it down into the 2 parts here. This is the way I kind of viewed it. Number one, in this interview that he did on Sunday, Manfred said that before he retires in 2029, he would like to have 2 new cities to have MLB franchises before he steps down as commissioner.
Oh, good for you.
The 4 contenders that have been rumored to be the favorites for the expansion teams are Nashville, Charlotte, Salt Lake City, and Portland. That would be some interesting cities there.
Does Vegas have a baseball team?
They're going to with the Athletics.
The Athletics, that's right.
It's
okay.
pretty much all but assumed.
Okay. I was wondering why they weren't on the list.
Although
that's
it is funny, they are like a nomad team right now. They're just the Athletics. They did what I wanted to see the Raiders do,
and just be a roving band of marauders.
Yeah,
riding around the country.
Yeah,
I like it.
But it's all but assured they're going to be the Vegas Athletics.
Okay, these are interesting cities, though.
Yeah,
Nashville, Charlotte, Salt Lake City, and Portland. I feel like Portland is not a baseball place. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem like sports in general.
Yeah, it seems too weird for sports.
Yeah. Am I biased because of like Portlandia? Am I like am I thinking like the whole city? They must like some sports there.
I mean, they have a basketball team. They got an NBA team, the Trailblazers.
That's true. So they do like some things.
Yeah. But they might be in contention here for a new baseball team. So there's that, the whole expansion theme there. But the other one that really seemed to catch baseball purists' ass on fire is realignment. And Manfred had this quote in which he said that he is open to dissolving the American League versus the National League, saying that, quote, "In my mind, I think if we expand, it provides us with an opportunity to geographically realign. I think we see a lot of wear and tear on our players in terms of travel, and I also think our postseason format would be more appealing at that 10 p.m. slot where we would have 2 West Coast teams." Critics say that these are actual quotes that I've seen online from various sports writers and pundits. They've said that this could be the total destruction of baseball, and it's a manufactured shakeup. So very strong opinions there.
Oh boy,
where do you stand on this? With the expansion and then realignment talk here.
So, expansion. I think so. Here's the thing: expansion in and of itself is not necessarily a bad thing. I don't think there's any harm in moving from 30 to 32 teams. The NFL is 32 teams. You know, it's still a nice even number. It breaks down very nicely. The problem with expanding for me has nothing to do with the expansion. It has to do with what we've talked before about the salary cap, where you already have teams like the Yankees and the Mets, the Phillies, that are just like running away with the salaries, and you have small market teams like the Marlins, right, where their team salary is like $42.73. So how is Nashville supposed to come into this and be able to compete with such a huge disparity between top and bottom?
Unless you get like a billionaire to fund the baseball team.
Which that could happen, hypothetically.
Does Elon Musk like baseball?
Don't you dare put that out into the universe, because that'll happen now.
Yeah.
But like barring something like that,
I love baseball. It's quite good.
He does talk so weird like that, and he was always like, he looks like Mr. Burns. Like, is he trying to do that?
I was curious about a baseball team. I'm wondering what could happen.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
But like barring that, or like a Jeff Bezos, it's going to be really hard for these expansion teams to compete unless there's some kind of like special collective bargaining provision where they're like, oh, we're gonna gift you $150 million to get up and running. So, I mean, like,
can I quote? I want to quote the fan.
Yeah,
I saw this on Reddit. the comment regarding expansion.
Okay.
Look, MLB currently has 2 teams that are playing in minor league stadiums because they don't have their shit together, and another 5 teams with such low payrolls they might as well be AAA ball clubs.
Yeah.
But sure, let's add more teams.
Yeah.
I love that quote from Reddit. Good job.
Yeah, that's kind of summing up what I'm saying is that you have other issues with your existing teams. Adding more to the fray is not going to help balance things the way that you think they will. So, because I'm dumb and I view everything through a football lens in my caveman brain, you think into the NFL where they had expansion teams of the Jags and the Texans back in 95. The way that the NFL works is everybody gets an equal slice of the pie in terms of salary cap. So they can immediately go and sign tons of big-name players to try and compete. And the Jaguars had some very good seasons early on in their franchise history because of that, because of the parity in the NFL. Do you think that's going to happen here? Do you think Nashville is going to come in and immediately compete with the Yankees?
Unless they have $1 billion owner. They would have to get... Oh, I have an idea. Call up Saudi Arabia. They got money. Let's have them buy a baseball
You're giving
team.
some very dangerous and also very likely ideas to MLB. You better be careful.
Here we go.
Unless they want to make you commissioner.
Look, just make me commissioner at this rate.
They could do that.
You
The
can't do
guy's
any
going to
worse.
retire in 2029.
Yeah, you can't do any worse.
Yeah.
You might as well have me learn the ropes. Next 3 years, I'll take over.
Start training them now.
Yeah.
MLB. So yeah, like I don't have a problem with expansion, but I think there's other things they have to correct before they do that. Now, in terms of the alignment, I don't care. Hey,
all right, good job.
Listen,
Mike.
I know everybody's like, but the rivalries. Okay, like I listen. We're in Phillies territory here. We're still going to be rivals with the Mets because geographically it still works. So I don't care.
What about like the Braves though? We have rivalry with the Bravery.
Oh well.
You know, that's actually not in alignment with the NFL. The NFL wanted to preserve the rivalries when they realigned it, when they did their realignment in 2002.
I don't follow baseball as closely as football. The Phillies-Braves rivalry, honestly, on a scale of rivalries, where is it sitting? Because when you go into Philly, you can be sure to see
like a 7
out of
10?
100.
No.
Oh, 10?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Braves piss me off. Oh, yeah.
Is that echoed across the fan base? Because I know in Philly,
Probably the Mets is the Mets is like the 9-10. Yeah, we don't like the Mets,
right?
but Braves are up there too.
Okay.
Oh, especially in the 90s, they won every season. Oh, it was so annoying.
Okay, so you're concerned with preserving those.
Well, that would be the
rivalries.
argument. Is you're going to lose some of these when you're dealing with a realignment that's only based on geography.
Yeah, I mean, you could see just, and we don't also know if they're going to realign across the different leagues as well, because they talked about dissolving the AL and the NL. So does that mean that we'll have a strictly Northeast conference where it's just Phillies, Boston, New York? But they can't do that.
If they did that, that would be so lopsided.
It would be crazy.
You would have think about it: Red Sox, Yankees, Mets, Phillies. Like that's
it's impossible.
That's literally 4 of the top 5 payrolls in the league.
It's impossible. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That can't happen.
So I think that kind of highlights that they probably won't go that far. By geographic, they probably mean like East Coast versus West Coast or like North versus South. So I think a lot of those might be preserved. And they're going to be smart. They're not going to load up one division or conference like that, right?
They really can't. I mean,
you have to assume they wouldn't do that.
That would be bedlam.
It'd be insanity.
That would also be like the only division that ESPN would cover.
You'd regularly have teams with 100 wins not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
If they did that.
Well, they wouldn't have 100 wins. They would just cannibalize each other.
I guess they would kind of, cannibalize each other. It would be bad TV. So I guess I'm against the realignment. I thought I wasn't, but I guess I'm still kind of indifferent.
I hate this.
I mean, how do you feel about it?
I hate to say it, but ever since they got rid of the designated hitter, it is kind of gone already. Like that was the reason why it was different leagues. They had different rules,
right?
Because of the designated hitter. And then when they got rid of it and they went uniform designated hitter for all games, well, now it's kind of like they don't have to be leagues anymore. Now you can kind of do whatever you want to now. That was like the big domino to fall, was able to do universal designated hitter.
Yeah.
That ushered in this new era that we're in.
Yeah.
So
I think some realignment wouldn't be an issue. I think that we're going to have to pick and choose the rivalries. Like the Arizona Cardinals used to be the NFC East for some reason.
yeah, that's right.
Like that's a good bit of trivia. Totally random. Doesn't make any sense. Technically a rival. They moved on out, and life went on. So, it might be one of those things where you're going to have to pick and choose the rivalries. I think if they do want to expand, realignment is necessary. You can't just tack on 2 teams randomly.
Why not?
One division just has one extra opponent. Like I don't think that's going to work. It'd be weird. So,
You know what I thought would be interesting, though, if they do 32 teams?
what?
How about flip the numbers? Do 4 divisions of 8 teams.
I mean, you could do that.
I think that might work out better because you have kind of like this weird block of teams in like the Northeast,
Yeah.
Atlantic kind of area.
Mid-Atlantic, Northeast. Yeah.
And then you also have like a whole bunch of West Coast teams that could be just like
East versus West,
Coast.
yeah.
That would be like 8 and 8 there, and then
You
I don't
could-
know, maybe
you
you
could-
do something southeast.
You
too,
could do
like-
north, south, east, west. You could just do strictly.
Uh,
Is there enough?
There's not enough in terms of like a north.
Toronto, Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's where you got to do like some sort of weird imaginary line
Yeah.
because Toronto kind of falls in that like.
Would it be more?
Is it north or is it Atlantic? Like,
I think it's north.
like,
It's in the
I don't know, it would-
great white wilderness of Canada.
It's however you want to divide. It's going to have to be some sort of weird imaginary line you're going to have to create anyway.
Yeah.
But I think to kind of reduce like how many of those you're going to have to create, I think maybe you do like 8 teams, 4 divisions. I think it would be interesting.
I could get on board with that. It also, I think that baseball has a great benefit in that they have so many games. They have a lot of flexibility with scheduling. There's 162 of these things.
Yeah.
They can shuffle teams around. They can shuffle
Now,
schedules
here's
around.
a little bit more inside baseball for you. They've actually reduced the number of games you play in division the last couple of years.
So
Do you think that's appropriate?
to be quite frank, I don't really know that much about baseball. There's so many
Well,
games played.
how about just in terms of just like the mentality? Like you should win your division. You should
you
face
should
off
you should be
your
playing.
division opponents more.
So when you say reduced the number, but they're still playing the majority of games against their division, though, right?
Yes, but I think now you're putting me on the spot. I think the number was 18 games that they used to face off against their division, and now it's down to like 14. I forget.
Wait, 18 out of 162?
I'm getting my numbers wrong.
What the hell are they doing the rest of the time?
Well, there's 29 other teams, or whatever, 26 other teams.
Okay.
But basically what I'm trying to say, the question is that I'm trying to pose at you, do you think that you should have to win do you have to face off against your division in order to win the division and make a playoff spot, or do you think it should be opened up to everybody?
Well, your realignment kind of solves that. With larger divisions come more division games.
That's right. Yeah, that's another thing that would benefit.
Just by the very nature of how it would be structured. So I think your realignment kind of fixes that problem.
No, thank you.
It could
See?
stream and it could and look, it could streamline the playoffs altogether as well. You could do say you have 2 conferences, 2 divisions in each. Go back to the old NFL format of 6 playoff teams, 3 from each division, 6 teams per conference, 12 total teams out of 32. It was always perfectly balanced in the NFL until they added that damn 7th seed.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, replicate
Although
with baseball.
I will say probably with baseball, that's probably going to be another thing. They're probably going to want to expand a full 8 and 8 probably in the future, which I don't know. Football might be next too with that too. They only need to do with 1 more team.
Yeah,
but that's further. That's really further down the road.
That's a whole other issue.
Yep. But for right now, Manfred, wow, good job to light everybody's ass on fire, because this really has sparked some debate in terms of the baseball community. A lot of people do not like it, especially the purists. They are, They are booing the commissioner. They don't like this at all.
To be clear, I don't agree with the purists. I think that change is good. However, they need to prioritize. And I think this priority is not the right one. I think that's the key takeaway. There's other problems they need to fix first before they expand and realign.
So what, the salary cap? Is that your
salary?
Yeah.
For me in baseball, it's always a salary cap. You can't expand teams and shuffle everything. How can you shuffle the Marlins into a division? You might shuffle them into a division with the Yankees. Okay. And then what? No, I mean, really.
They face the Yankees. Woo!
You have to, with realignment, you also have to rebalance.
All right. Well, I don't know if a rebalance is going to happen anytime soon, but in terms of expansion and realignment, I don't know. That sounds like money, so that might happen faster than people want. But for right now, the purists are taking the fight to the streets, and they don't like Rob Manfred, and they're booing him any chance they can get. And, of course, we'll keep an eye out if there's any other news developments with expansions or realignment in baseball down the road. But for right now, that is it for sports. A lot of meaty topics there. So we got to take a little bit of a break, but don't go anywhere because we still got the entertainment entree and the non-fortune cookie odd news. When we return, this is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We'll be right back.
Ready for the weekend? Happy Friday. Hi, my name's Marie, and I'm an artist who's been making Happy Friday doodles every week for over 7 years. And now you can own my art collection in this Volume 1 and Volume 2 art series. These doodles span across multiple themes, yearly festivities, various countries, languages, and more. Both coffee table books have something for everyone and are the perfect conversation starter or gift for a friend. Really, anyone who enjoys a good weekend. Available on Amazon, Ingram, BookBaby,
Barnes & Noble,
and more. Visit happyfridaydoodles.com/books and get your copies today. Let's celebrate the best day of the week. Happy Friday.
You just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this?
Hop in the car. Get some cups.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off there.
No, we've only got one cup.
Ta-ta and farewell.
That's all right. Just get him in the car.
One cup, look. They even broke.
Oh, yeah, we're back here on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Rocking and rolling, making sure that you get a fresh episode every week filled with sports, entertainment, and odd news. Thank you guys for joining us on this meal for your mind. We are done sports. We are moving right along into the second part of our show that revolves around movies, TV, celebrities, all that fun stuff. It is time for the entertainment entree.
And now, the latest in movies.
The Simpson guy writes to movie
Die Hard. You rock. Especially when that guy was on the roof.
Music.
I know what that is. That's music.
Video games.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Celebrities.
You really know Warren Beatty? Yes, I do. I took a leak next to him once at the Golden Globes.
And more.
You were the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
This is the entertainment entree.
All right, we are officially in entertainment entree territory, and we're going to kick it off with the segment where Mike is going to let you know what you should keep an eye out for this upcoming weekend with new movies, TV, and video game properties in Mike's This Week in Entertainment. All right, Mikey, what do you got for the fine people?
All right, first up in movies, Primitive War comes to theaters this week. It's basically only the action bits of Jurassic Park with none of the drama, science, or suspense.
Yeah, we don't want any of that nerd shit.
Well, hold on. Here's the synopsis. During the Vietnam War in 1968, a recon unit known as Vulture Squad is sent to an isolated jungle valley to rescue a missing Green Beret platoon.
Yeah!
They soon discover that de-extincted dinosaurs inhabit the jungle, the result of a Soviet experiment gone wrong.
In Vietnam.
In Vietnam.
Woo!
Yeah. But at least, judging from the trailer, some of the dinosaurs look a little bit more accurate. They have feathers at least.
This
so
sounds like a forgotten 80s movie.
It really does. It feels like a movie unstuck from time, right? Like this should have come out like 1982.
Yeah. This shit came out right after Rambo.
Yes, exactly. So, yes, it's goofy, but it's that perfect late summer, like popcorn munching, soda swilling action movie. So if you're looking to kill some time, check out Primitive War in theaters.
You just like because there was dinosaurs on it.
Yes. Obviously.
Yeah.
In TV, the final and shortened season of Upload comes to Amazon Prime on Monday, August 25th. The show presents a near future in which, after a person dies, their consciousness gets uploaded to a virtual afterlife. But the catch here is that the afterlife is just as strictly divided based on how much these people are willing to pay. The final season wraps up the creatively funny and heartwarming story with 4 final episodes. I feel like this series always flew a little bit under the radar.
Yeah. The first season or two was really good.
Yeah.
And then I think the last season or two has just been kind of like forgotten. Like Amazon doesn't promote it.
No, it doesn't promote it. There's like huge gaps of time between seasons. And it's done decently in terms of reviews. It's not gonna win any Emmys, but like solid 7 out of 10s. Like it's a good show.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
I always found it to be really fun, funny.
It felt like a lot of Good Place.
Yes, it did. It did feel like that. If they had just promoted it better and given it a little bit more love and attention.
Yeah.
But alas. And finally, in video games, Sword of the Sea is a stylistic indie adventure platformer coming to PlayStation 5 and PC, and it's also available for free with higher tiers of PlayStation Plus this week. So if you have PlayStation Plus, go check it out. Players control a figure known as the Wraith, who journeys across a desolate world with the goal of bringing it back to life. You navigate the world with a type of hoverboard, creating fast, fluid, and creative mobility and exploration opportunities. Critics are really enjoying this, with it getting lots of 8 out of 10s right now. I think it has an 89% on Metacritic. So again, if you have those higher tiers of PlayStation Plus, you get it for free. Go check it out. That's Sword of the Sea coming out this week. And that's what we're looking forward to this week in entertainment.
All right, Mikey, thank you for that segment this week in entertainment. Here is some massive news that broke out in the streaming world. We all know that Disney bought Fox, so we knew that Hulu was going to be either linked or shared or something. They're going to have some relationship with Disney Plus. But now Disney Plus has officially came out with a statement that by 2026, the standalone app of Hulu is going to be fully integrated into the Disney Plus app.
Oh, good for you.
So what the hell does this mean for streaming? Because I feel like that means no more Hulu.
Yeah, so it's a little confusing because there won't be a standalone Hulu app, but they're still going to market and sell subscriptions to Hulu separately. You still have to buy both, which is a little confusing to me.
It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, Disney isn't just going to be like, oh, well, you can have all of that for the same price as Disney Plus. No. That's not how Disney works.
No.
That's not how the House of Mouse works, okay?
Mickey needs his money.
Listen here.
Listen here.
Goofy's going to take you out back and bust a kneecap if you don't give me an extra $20 a month. That's right.
I'll go baseball bang.
I'll F you up.
I'll Bryce Harper this thing.
So you're going to pay.
Yes.
You're going to pay. The question is, what will pricing look like? And how does this work? If you go on Disney Plus and you search, for example, I just watched King of the Hill on Hulu. If you search King of the Hill, is it going to be like Amazon Prime where you can subscribe to other services through Prime? You know how you can get like some HBO shows on Amazon Prime if you subscribe?
You have to like buy the channels.
I maybe that's what it'll be like. Like there's a part of the Disney Plus app where it's like, they have their main Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar. Maybe there's a Hulu tab within Disney Plus. It seems kind of messy, no?
Yeah, it does. I don't know.
And then so you click on Hulu and then you get all of the Hulu specific things, but it's confusing because some Fox properties are already on Disney Plus, like Deadpool and Wolverine is there.
Yeah, where does that fall?
Does that go back to Hulu because it was a Fox thing? Does it go under Marvel? Does it go under Disney Plus? Like, the preferable thing, and this is going to upset people, is just to jack up Disney Plus pricing.
Oh, well, I bet you that's coming down the pike.
Well, what I'm saying is just if paying for one versus two, just make it $30 and include everything to keep it simple.
Yeah.
I mean, does that sound like a fairer solution? Because right now it seems messy. Like, what do I do? Like, right now I'm using, don't listen, Disney, I'm using my brother's Hulu. What happens?
What?
But he uses my Disney Plus, so what happens here?
Yeah, I don't know. There's going to be a lot of weird situations to work out. I have a weird one. I don't know if anybody else has this. But I signed up for Spotify like 10 years. I don't know. It must have been 10 years ago. I don't know. I mean, it was definitely a long time ago. And my Spotify also pays for my Hulu because it was like a weird promo. And Spotify honored it up, all the way until now. So what happens now? Do I lose my bonus that I got from Spotify?
Maybe because Hulu is no longer a standalone service.
Yeah, like that sucks.
Or rather it is, but it's see, this is what's confusing. Is it a standalone service or is it not? Because there's no app, but they're going to market and sell it separately.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to do half in, half out.
They're trying to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
You can't do that. History taught us that. So we'll see how people react to this because it gets a little even more confusing. Hulu Plus Live TV is also being integrated, which was separate from Hulu just regular. That was like a different tier. Oddly enough, though, at one point you could buy Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus all together in one bundle.
Yeah, what happens to that bundle?
Well, they're spinning ESPN Plus into its own separate streaming service now for $30 a month. So I thought it already kind of was, but I guess it wasn't. So are they?
No, they're expanding it.
So they're expanding it and pulling it out.
Yeah,
and
because ESPN Plus just bought the rights to UFC and WWE pay-per-view events.
So now that's its own. So they went from 2.5 apps to 1.5 apps, but still 3 separate services.
That whatever that bundle is, that price is gonna go up. There's no way that price
does that bundle
stay.
even exist anymore?
If it does, there's gonna be changes to it. There's no way they're keeping that the same.
I don't like this move. As a Disney fan, I don't like this move. I think I think it's going to be way more anti-consumer than people realize.
Yes. I'll tell you
I don't think there's a future where you just get gifted Hulu.
I'll tell you what, in the wrestling community, this is like sending shockwaves to everybody. Because now now everything has been segmented in wrestling with WWE. Actually, no, wrestling altogether. Because AEW is they're with HBO Max, so there's one there. WWE's Monday Night Raw is on Netflix. There's one over there.
Okay.
ESPN Plus now just bought pay-per-view events for WWE. That's 3. And then SmackDown is on USA, and I don't know if they have their own thing, but they're going to be on... That's like a separate thing.
Wasn't there at one point a deal with Peacock, or does that not exist?
No, see, that's where I think everything's getting spun off from. They used to be all on Peacock.
Okay, so you could access everything in one place very conveniently and easily.
It used to be that way.
And now it's just exploded across 4 or 5 different services.
Yeah.
Again, that seems very anti-consumer to me.
Oh, good for you.
Like, yeah, this is bad.
I mean, like, I know it seems kind of trite to say that looks anti-consumer to me, but, you know, I think it bears repeating in this age where we've gotten so used to just paying for these streaming services, and I'm the biggest culprit. I have almost every single one of them, and it's important to keep in mind that, you know, it is very anti-consumer. We need to keep that in mind. We can't let these companies just not hear the dissent and the anger, you know. I don't know. The best thing is to pay to do that with your money, right, and not subscribe.
Yeah, but I think everybody wants their shows.
It's hard, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just very frustrating.
Very frustrating, and I feel like wrestling is getting the first taste of it, especially with this deal that ESPN is going to suddenly now host pay-per-view events, which is shame. It really is a shame. WWE was perfect on Peacock. It had everything: Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-view events. Everything was on Peacock. And now it's just getting smeared everywhere.
Maybe this goes without saying, but I think it's worth talking about. It's called pay-per-view, so you have to subscribe to ESPN Plus, and then also pay for the event itself. Just having ESPN Plus, it's included.
If you have ESPN Plus, yeah, that's included.
So it's not pay-per-view.
No.
It's just...
All right, so I'm using outdated lingo. Technically, they're called premium live events.
And they are different from regular live events?
Yeah.
That's silly.
Yeah.
That's
back
like,
in my day we called them pay-per-view events. They were the big massive
that's like having to have a separate streaming service just for like NFL playoff games.
Yeah.
Like that's silly.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's not going to get better.
Nope. Oh, do I see a ship over there on the horizon?
Yar. Ahoy, ye mateys.
Just saying. All right. This is the future. This is the future. All you corporations, you're going to drive people to it. That's going to be the ultimate result of this.
Yeah, I think that people are getting to the point where there's streaming service fatigue. I'm tired of constantly reporting on all the different streaming services and how things have been so fragmented across them. This was supposed to be a solution to cable. Honestly, I'm like, God, I'll just go back to cable, and if I want to watch a movie, I'll just rent it the one time for $3.
Yeah.
You know? Might be more cost-effective at the end of the day.
This is what happens when corporations take over.
Yeah.
All right, let's cheer
Anyway, yeah, let's cheer up.
Let's cheer up. Let's do the one thing that is not something that we charge. It is completely free, and that is the non-fortune cookie odd news.
We've been talking about cool and its ramifications and how it applies to the hip scene. But maybe you could give us some examples now of the opposite of cool, uncool. Just exactly what is uncool?
My nipples look like milk duds.
Holy shnikes.
It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
It's not of this world. I don't know exactly what it is or what it's doing, but this is not human intelligence, okay? It's not human intelligence we're facing.
How you doing? Me? I'm doing great.
Manda bastata. I don't make this stuff up.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts! That'll be $4, baby! You want fries with that?
I seen the celery dance across the baseball fields.
You had me at Meat Tornado.
No, go past this. Past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Okay. What does that mean?
And now it's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
So sit back, get everything you need to get from the kitchen. Be sure and empty the bladders, go to the bathroom, because you're in for a hell of a ride.
Woo, odd news.
That's right, everyone. It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news here in this segment. Rich researches the news, he reads the news, and I react to the news. He finds a weird and wacky story and keeps it hidden from me, which ensures that all of my reactions are my genuine gut reactions to hearing the story for the very first time. I don't know what's about to happen. You guys don't know what's about to happen. And even Rich doesn't know what's about to happen because these stories always take us down wacky and wild paths. And I'm ready to get started. Where are we heading to?
Now, who is this guy in Florida?
It's Florida, and they're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I should have guessed.
Oh, yeah. Going back to Florida.
All right. What's happening in good old Florida?
All right. Let's see. We're going to follow the case here of a special jester or joker, if you will.
That's a yes.
This is the case of 50-year-old Anthony Marzola.
I like to kick, stretch, and kick. I'm 50 years old.
Yeah, so that's appropriate. Here is the story here. According to the police report, landscaper Brian Hansen was mowing two separate lawns on a St. Petersburg street on Monday afternoon when he was confronted by 50-year-old Anthony Marzola. Marzola, cops say, quote, became upset with the sound of the mower.
I'm 50 years old.
Yeah, I don't like that lawnmower sound.
I mean, yeah, they're loud, but, you know.
I don't like it. Do something about it right now.
I'll put a silencer on the lawnmower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do?
There's nothing you can do. If you got to cut the grass, you got to cut the grass. I don't know.
This was, by the way, the cops noted at this point, it was at 2:45 p.m. This is a completely...
That's like a completely... I could understand if he's out there 5 a.m.
Yeah.
revving up the mower, or like 10 p.m. revving up the... This is the middle of the day.
Yeah, this is perfect. This is ideal time to mow the lawn.
This other guy should be at work. Like this guy mowing the lawn, he's a landscaper. That's his job.
Yeah.
This other guy, unless he works from home, go to work. Get out of here. It's 2:40 in the afternoon.
Well, he was at this point wearing a full jester costume. So
okay.
Yeah, they're just.
You mean the man coming out to yell at the lawnmower?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I would love to imagine it's like the one from like A Christmas Story, where every time like he's angry and like his head wobbles, the bell jingles.
The little bell, yeah.
You know, I want you to quit that. Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
Quit that racket. Bing, 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 bing. You know.
Yeah, some kind of like actual jester hat with like the pointy things.
I'm imagining that. Like every time like he swings his head, it's like jingling.
You can't even take him seriously.
Right. You can't even, like, you're just laughing at him. Like, what are you saying?
So, what was he doing in a clown outfit at 2:40 in the afternoon?
Not a clown outfit, a jester outfit.
Sorry, jester
so
outfit.
that's why I think I'm correct with, like...
Jesters have bells, definitely.
Yeah, there's got to be, like, some bells on top of the hat, you know?
So, what was he doing in a jester outfit at 2:40? Was he entertaining the king?
Yeah, right, the king of Florida.
The king of Florida.
Yeah. All right, so... reasonable. Brian Hansen told him, you know, to F off. Like, you know, what am I going to do? I have to mow the lawn. Like,
yeah,
sorry.
He can't stop. He's got a job to do, and the lawnmower makes noise.
Yep.
You know?
That is when Anthony Marzola then went to his vehicle and pulled out a 12-inch dagger and threatened him.
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
Woo! Now
So-
this got serious.
Yeah.
0 to 100.
Oh, now you fucked up. You have fucked up now.
I just
Lawn mowing.
I mean, what do you expect the guy to do? That's the thing. There's nothing he can do. Do you want your grass cut or not? Wait, what do you want to do? Come out with a pair of scissors so it's quiet?
Well, it wasn't his home. This was two
Okay.
other homes, 2 separate lawns.
Okay. So I guess next door or
Yeah.
across the street or something like that.
Right. But what is
Okay.
he supposed to do? He
No,
got
there's
hired.
right.
He
He was
got-
hired to cut the grass. He's got to do what he's got to do.
Yeah.
12-inch dagger.
Yes.
He's
Is-
like, hold on, I have just the thing for this.
Is this also the same? Like, does the costume and the accessories all match like the medieval period?
I think so. I think
everything needs to match.
I
if
think
we're gonna go
he's-
with this.
He's not just a jester. He's like a juggler. You know, he's probably juggling the knives.
Everything's got to be appropriate. Everything needs to be matching if we're gonna go this route.
Absolutely.
So
you have to be committed to a bit.
Yeah. Yep. So he took that 12-inch dagger. He pointed it at Mr. Hansen and said that you do not continue mowing. How dare you? Right now, stop mowing. Don't you dare continue mowing.
Okay. Well, he better pay him for the job that he's supposed to be doing.
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
Hey, Mr. Brown, I can't finish your lawn. Your neighbor's threatening me with a 12-inch dagger.
There's a jester waving a dagger at me.
Yeah, do you know this guy? He's using his main action to threaten me. I don't want the bonus action. I don't want to find out what the bonus action is.
Right.
I'm going to flee now. Bye. All right. So smart here. Hansen strategically used the lawnmower to use almost as like a shield between him and Mr. Marzola. Shield.
Is this a?
It's like a weird D&D skit.
Yeah. Is this a push mower or is this a riding mower? Like, could he have just run him over?
No, it's got to be a push mower. He said it says it's being used as a shield. You can't.
So he's
you don't just pick up a
picking
riding
up
mower.
and wielding it.
Yes, that's his
Okay.
shield. That's his +2.
That's yeah.
This is like a
Shield
weird,
bash, but it's with a lawnmower. So
This is a weird D&D campaign.
yeah. I like
His
this.
primary weapon's a dagger.
And he's using
He's
his
using lawnmower shield. That's
Yeah.
+2 to armor class. It's all working out.
perfect.
Yeah, this is a complicated D&D scenario.
What do you think wins, a dagger or a lawnmower? I think the lawnmower has the edge.
Yeah, I think. Literally. Edge.
Ah.
All right. So at some point, I guess another neighbor saw this happen, and that's when they called the cops. The witnesses.
The other neighbor's like, Ma, there's a guy with a dagger and another one with a lawnmower. They're fighting each other.
Some jester is threatening the mower.
A clown is attacking the landscaper.
Yeah, what the hell's happening over there? Okay, so the cops were able to get on the scene before any sort of damage happened, so that's good. I wonder if like they just like circled each other this whole time. Like,
It's like the scene from Cable Guy. Dun, 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 dun. That's the sound the jester guy was making. I think he probably realized, like, oh no, I brought a knife to a lawnmower fight. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose 10 out of 10 times, my guy.
Yeah, what are you doing?
You can't beat a lawnmower with a dagger. It has the reach and it has the number of blades just completely outnumber you.
Yep. And you don't have a high enough attack roll.
No, you don't.
No, that shield +2, you're good.
Yeah.
You're not hitting. All right, so cops arrived on the scene and were able to arrest Mr. Marzola and get him to put down the dagger. When asked why he was in a jester outfit, he said that he is the owner of Psychedelic Jester Smoke Shop. And that is his actual uniform that he uses to sell his smoke products. What?
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
This is old style. This is smoking.
Yeah.
Number one, I mean, maybe he might be selling vapes. That's probably the modern version of it. But who is buying a large amount of smokes? And why would you buy it from someone who's dressed up like a psychedelic jester?
Listen, everybody needs a gimmick, okay? He could just sell smokes, but that's not fun. That's not original.
Is marijuana legal in Florida?
I don't know.
It has
maybe
to be.
maybe
The way Florida is, it has to be.
It has to be. I'm gonna see.
Look, this dude is operating a store called Psychedelic Jester.
According to Google AI, it is not legal for recreational use.
Oh, maybe they need to look into this guy.
Yeah, they might need to look into him.
Because what else is he selling in there?
I don't know. The only thing, especially branded as a psychedelic jester thing, you have to. You said psychedelic, right?
Yeah, that's what he calls this. He owns the store, and it's called Psychedelic Jester.
Psychedelic Jester.
And it is a smoke shop. So
He doesn't have to dress up like a jester. He completely took that on himself. He's like, it's my uniform. No, you decided to do that. You're not working at Best Buy where you have to wear the same getup. You chose to be a jester.
But it's on the storefront. I have to do it.
You could have named it Regularly Dressed Man Sells You Smokes.
Well, it's a really long title.
.com.
So it's online.
Yeah, of course. You have to have it's 2025. You have to have an online storefront.
Then you actually have to go into the office dressed up as a computer.
Yes, right.
It says it in the title.
It says it in the title. .com.
I have to, this is my official outfit.
Whatever he named the shop, he would have to dress like it. That's what I'm picking up from this.
That's what he claimed. Yeah, psychedelic jester.
Okay.
So that's why he's in the jester costume.
That explanation makes even less sense, but all right.
Logic here.
I don't think I'd want to buy something from somebody dressed up like a jester unless I'm buying clown supplies.
Yes.
Like if I'm going in and do you have any clown noses? Thank you, Mr. Jester.
I don't want to buy something that I'm going to put into my body from a guy dressed up like a clown.
Right.
That doesn't seem good.
It's already bad for your health, but when you're buying it from a clown, you know it's going to be even worse for your health. I don't think this is going to make it any better.
Yeah. That wouldn't soothe me.
No, not at all. I'm immediately worried. Like if I walk in there, I'm like, oh man, I'm really worried now because I'm buying stuff from a clown.
Yeah. Another thing too, if you want to do some research, one of his slogans is, "Do I look like I'm kidding?"
About what? What?
That's one of the slogans. Do I look like I'm kidding? Okay.
Okay.
Like, sure. Are you talking about like the prices? Like, oh, you won't believe how low my prices are. I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding.
But like, just on its own, that's very ominous. Do I look like I'm kidding?
So I looked up the shop. It's only got a 3 out of 5 on Yelp.
Oh, that's not good. You got to beef that number up.
You got to,
Got to get those reviews in.
Not good.
Got to get that psychedelic jester up.
This guy's crazy.
Yep. So he was taken to the local jail. He's been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which is a felony. So yeah, all because of the lawnmower noise. He's gonna get a felony charge thrown at him.
Was it really that bothersome? It's just a lawnmower.
Yeah. His bond is set at $15,000, and he's ordered to have no contact with Mr. Hansen.
Okay.
So, there you go, boy.
The psychedelic jester.
Ooh, yeah, the psychedelic
doesn't
jester.
like lawnmowers.
No, he was having a bad trip.
It could be.
Yeah,
could be.
Something about that damn lawnmower. Oh my God!
It just hit the wrong nerve.
Yeah.
I don't know. But there you go.
Yeah.
Psychedelic jester attacks with a dagger. Can't get through.
It hits.
It hits.
I think that's what this could have been boiled down to. Oh, officer, this is just a really elaborate D&D campaign.
He's like, yeah, he's a bard class is what he is.
Right.
Because he's dressed kind of like, like a performer.
Or rogue.
Just as a jester?
Yeah, you can go. There's a. I think it's Charlatan. I think there's a sub.
Charlotte. Okay, yeah.
There's a sub class.
So he's either a bard or a rogue.
Yeah.
And he attacks with a dagger.
Dagger would be appropriate for a rogue.
Yeah, it would be.
He's using sneak attack. Sneak attack.
Well, it was a bad sneak attack because he started shouting at the guy first. So
he rolled a 1.
He rolled a 1.
Nat 1. Instant fail. Critical fail.
Just burst into the room shouting.
Yeah, this is the definition of rolling a 1
yes.
for a stealth check.
Yes.
Yeah, no, not good.
Oh, man.
Yep, so there you go. True odd news there. Boy, how bad do you think that lawnmower must have sounded for him to go crazy?
I just think back to, this is going to sound really weird, my time in college, they would, do leaf blowing at 6 a.m. right under the window where my bed was. And, I was just like, you know what? You got to make do. I just never got that mad at it. You got to roll with the punches.
Yeah, well, this guy was doing it at 2:15 in the afternoon.
There's no reason. Turn up your TV louder. Go take a walk. I don't know.
Get some headphones.
Get some headphones. Yeah.
Yeah, there's options.
But for some reason, it was such a frequency that it just drove him crazy to the point of violence.
Yeah.
Just wacky.
Yeah. But there you go. True story out of Florida. This is what Florida does to people, man.
I keep telling people it scrambles their brains.
Yeah.
It's dangerous for your health.
Yeah.
To just be in the vicinity of Florida.
I mean, it's either scrambling your brains or your drugs. Or your smokes.
Or all of the above.
Or all the above, yeah. From psychedelic jester.
Right.
What a name for a store. And the uniform.
It's mandatory.
Yeah.
The uniform.
Do I look like I'm kidding? I don't know why that's the tagline.
I don't know.
What the hell does it even mean?
Yeah, kidding about what?
Yeah. All right. Well, we are not kidding here because we are reaching the end of the show. We got to start wrapping this up. Thank you guys for watching and supporting us. If you like what you heard, make sure you go to thecrispynoodle.com. Make sure you follow us on social media. But most importantly, make sure you have a way to get the podcast sent to you every week. 2 main ways to do it. First one is on our YouTube page. Go to YouTube and search Crispy Noodle Podcast and hit that subscribe button so that you get the podcast sent to you every week on your YouTube channel. Second main way to do it is to go to Spotify. We put the video podcast up on Spotify, but you can also put Spotify on in the background and listen to us as an audio-only podcast. And then if you have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, you can take us on the go with you using those programs. So you can listen to us on the go if you want to drive to get your smokes of choice from Psychedelic Jester.
He's not kidding.
Yeah.
Does he look like he's kidding?
No.
Exactly. If you need to get in touch with us individually, you can find us on Blue Sky, where you can share your sports, entertainment, and odd news stories. I'm at Mikey Costanzo, MikeyCostanzo.
And I am at Rich Liebig, RichLiebig. Find us on Blue Sky. Let us know what's happening. And let us know what topic you want us to talk about on a future episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. And if you do and we do it, we'll give you a sausage shout out. All right, I think I need some psychedelic jesters or something because we're getting to the end of the night. We got to start wrapping this up. This has been the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. That'll do it. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Later. Bye-bye, all you fine peoples. Good night.
Some of us have great stories, pretty stories that take place at lakes with boats and friends and noodle salad. A lot of people, that's their story. Good times, noodle salad.